Hey everybody, Johnny here with JP's RC Workshop. We are going to be doing a how-to video on this wireless winch controller. It was like $14 on eBay. The instructions that come with it are absolutely useless, so I'm going to be doing a how-to video on installing it and on wiring it from my truck and waterproofing it. You're going to need liquid electrical tape for the waterproofing, a little bit of heat shrink, a hot soldering iron, and good solder. That's rosin core electrical solder. But check out these instructions. Learning method. Turn on power indicator light for 3 seconds, then press learning button once the indicator light goes out. At this time the indicator light is on, press the button indicator of the remote control to go out and learn to succeed. Learn to succeed. I wish I could. Learn to succeed. Clear code. Turn on the power indicator light for 3 seconds. Press and hold the learning button when it is out. The indicator light is on, and after 8 seconds the indicator light goes out and the code is successful. Press and hold the learning button when it is out. Indicator light is on. When it is out, the indicator light is on? What is it talking about? I can't even understand this. Man. Help anybody who has English as a second language, because it's my first language and I can't understand that. Okay, I just used a driver bit to pop this apart. Gonna have to remove the circuit board for this. Now this actually just plugs together. If it's like my last one, I don't need to separate those, so I'm not going to. But this right here, if you look at the wiring, these are the power input with the Tamiya plug on it, and then these two here are both soldered to the same exact points. One has a JST and the other is this little white plug. We're going to be using the little white plug. We're not going to be using the JST. So I'm going to just reach in here, make sure I've got the right wires, and I'm going to snip these off at the board, as we don't need this plug at all. So we are now left with just the Tamiya plug and the little white one that plugs into the winch. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to use my lighter to strip these wires. It's the easiest way I've found to strip wires yet. Okay, so take our little heat shrink tubing here, cut off 2 short pieces. This is the part that I keep forgetting, even though I've been soldering for years. Before you do anything, I'm going to give the wires a little twist here so they don't fan out when I'm trying to put the heat shrink on, but slide your heat shrink tubing on your wires as soon as you can. Prevents you from forgetting to install heat shrink on it and having to take it apart and redo your joints. So, I'm just going to twist these together. I can smell my soldering iron. It's going to be good and hot here in a second. Ready to do this. Okay. So, these are now twisted together and ready to be soldered. I always put a little bit of solder on the tip of my iron to aid in heat transfer to the wire. Come on. You want to heat the wire and use the wire to melt your solder too. That's how you get good solder joints. Okay, that's that. So, here's our soldering done. Slide our heat shrink up over the solder connections. Now that that's on there, we're just going to use the lighter real quick. To shrink that tubing down. Okay, I just threw the truck up on a stand. Gonna arm the radio, plug in the truck, and before I TSM's active on this thing and I can't get it to shut off. I have a defective receiver in here, so may have the jitters a little bit. So we're going to plug this in. Gonna do a quick test on this before I waterproof it. Oh, will you cut it out? Okay, obviously it doesn't like the stand. Too much play in it, so we're just going to trust that it's not going to run away and shove my soldering iron and camera over. Hush. Okay, so okay, plug in there. And it was already pre-bound. Okay, so our winch is now working. So, first part's done. We can unplug this thing. Shut the radio off. Okay, so unplug this, and we're going to be taking a liquid electrical tape and applying 2 liberal coats to this, allowing it to dry in between. Then we'll be sticking it back in the case. Please excuse the music in the background. YouTube thing. Whenever I have the radio on, I get copyright hits on my videos, and that means that when I go to monetize my channel, I won't get any revenue from it, and I'm going to be using any money I make from my YouTube channel to sponsor the Hobbies for Veterans giveaway RCs and other channel giveaways we'll be doing once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Either way, thumbs up, thumbs down, it helps other people see the video. And the reason why I do this is to help everybody else in the hobby see what I've found is a quick, easy way. And I've dripped a liquid electrical tape on my tire there, so I'm going to grab a rag here and wipe that off before it becomes one with it. But anyway, I'm going to let that dry, draped over the front bumper there, and I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Actually, I'm going to keep this video short. Just one more coat, snap this back around it, plug it back in, secure it down however you want on yours. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope this helps. Get out there and enjoy the hobby.